Alrighty, let's go. So, first things first, let me reintroduce myself. I have been calling myself nine, but I'm actually five. So, I just figured out what my true centennial number is, and that's five. And my sister is four, who's Beyonce, and my brother is six, who's Kendrick. Um, I got confused because my year right now is nine and my mission is nine. So because of that, I thought that my name is nine, but that's my mission, which is different to what my name is. So when I figured that out, I would then figure out everything else. I want to wear my glasses because this it's literally I can tell that my glasses or my eyes are getting better. Like my vision is getting so much better. As like the days are going, I can feel that I won't need them much. So I still want to wear them now because I'm basically farewelling. I guess some things I'm basically saying farewell to certain things and um, enjoying being present, right? Enjoying the things, the gifts of life. Yes, I think that's the best way to say it. Enjoying the gifts of life. That's what I've been doing. So, yeah, I want to wear my glasses today. I've been doing on and off, depending. Because sometimes I feel like my eyes do get strained and I get lazy. So, it's easier to just wear them. And people who wear glasses will understand that. Yeah, sometimes it's just straining to not wear them. So, yeah, anyways, so um yeah, that's me reintroducing myself, but that's not necessarily what I want to talk about today. um Firstly, I want to talk about the status, right? Lead or be led astray. That speaks to your life, right? That speaks to you and your choices. um if you sit back and wait for somebody else to come save you, come do something for you, you will be led astray because that person doesn't know who you are and what exactly you need. You're the only person that knows that. So it's imperative, it is so important for you to be the savior of your own life, right? And in saying that, I need to pick a topic to talk about today. Let me see. Okay. Um, Oh, okay. This is a nice one. Okay, I like this topic. Delayed gratification is good, but don't confuse that with a delayed life. Oh, okay. So this also links to don't prolong present pain. Oh, I'm so happy to talk about this topic. Okay, so we all know about delayed gratification. It's like, you save some money now so that you can go on a trip and enjoy that trip. You know, that is delayed gratification, which is great. It's important to have that. But that doesn't mean that you must delay life. By that I mean, I remember that I was in survival mode for the longest time where I was always saving for something. Um, and I was always like, even when buying groceries, buying like exactly what I needed. No snacks, no ice creams, no, so I was literally living in survival mode because that's kind of how I grew up. There were times where we needed to do that, and I understand that now as an adult, but you still manifest the things that you learned in your surroundings. We were the ones also responsible for doing the shopping list. So we try to minimize, things that were not of necessity, right? Um, and yeah, I think doing that made us responsible, but I think it also parentified us because we had to also think and say, yo, this is going to cost too much money. We shouldn't ask for this. We shouldn't ask for that. So I'm two minds about that exposure. Um, but it's really nothing for me to say whether good or bad. It's just um, so yeah. Um, what was I saying? So now only like literally in the past month, I've been then allowing myself to just have nice things. Anything that I like, have it. Because I went through the storm. It was raining. Just like I said in the other video where I was talking about appreciate the rain. That speaks to the dark times. Appreciate the dark times because they grow you into somebody who can then enjoy the good times. But you have to first go through the bad time, become the person that has conquered the bad time, and then can you see, just the same as when you're hiking, you go up the mountain. It sucks. I actually love uphill. Uphill is my favorite part of the hike, but I guess that's why I'm so good at living life. Um, so yeah, you going there uphill. It sucks. There's rocks. It's probably hot. You're sweating, but when you get to the top and you look down, you're like, wow, this place is beautiful. Wow, land is beautiful. That is copy and paste exactly what it's like if you appreciate the rain. You appreciate the journey. Instead of saying, it sucks. How about you just see what it is you enjoy about the uphill? What I love about the uphill is that it brings my what's this thing? BP? Yeah, it raises my BP up, and it makes me feel like I'm working out. Whereas on the hike, if it's flat, you can get a bit bored, you know, for me, because I like high intense everything. So yeah, I like the uphill. I like going super fast on the uphill. That's my favorite part of the hike. The view's great. That's a bonus. So I think that mentality is the key. Like, enjoy the journey. How about you stop? That's what I mean about not delaying life. Yes, you can save for something. Yes, you can put money away for as a rainy day fund, but don't delay life. Make sure that you're enjoying your this some of these budget what you call these budget bros and these strict budgets are part of the reason why you can't stick to a budget. You have to do things that you still enjoy. You still have to experience life while you're budgeting. Budgeting doesn't mean you forfeit everything. And I think when I was growing up as now, in my adult life, it took me so long to understand that because I've been supporting myself for some time, and with the help of my parents as well. So obviously you kind of forfeit or try to minimize the nice things that you can do because you know that you are also inconveniencing somebody else, because my mom and my parents in general just were supporting me, you know financially for quite a while I was still getting onto my feet. So I think last year was the full year of me actually being able to afford to live my lifestyle. So yeah, I think because of knowing that, oh, you have your parents supporting you or you're still getting on your feet, it doesn't mean you need to delay life. Do cheap things then. Go to the picnic areas or your gardens and stuff and go chill there and read a book. and have some snacks from the house. Do something, don't delay life. I think our parents unfortunately did not have the luxury of going out and doing things on the weekends. On the weekends, they were resting because the week was terrible. I think I was talking to my sister about this when we'd gone to one of the botanical gardens, and we just had a really good day with the kids. And yeah, we were just talking about how it's nice to see people our age out and about with their kids, doing stuff with their kids, and not, you know, at home watching TV every day, you know. So do that. Go outside. Don't. It shouldn't always be just series, going out, and that's it. Like, do stuff for you. What do you like? What are the things you like? Do get more of those in between your days, in between the week. Live life every single day. Don't wait until the weekend to live life. Make a list of all the things you love. Try to fit some or at least one or two per day of the things you love. Just do that for a month. See how your spirits change. Just you being more content. And not you expecting your partner to do something. No, just one or two things per day that you can do for yourself that will make you feel good. That is what life is about. Life is about making sure that all the things that you love, you experience them. But instead, we've created a system that delays life, delays gratification. You can delay something as a specific thing as delayed gratification, but this does not should not at all ever mean delaying life. Let me just see here. Okay. I guess I'm going to do two topics today in this one video. Another topic that I really like to speak about, maybe let me pause this one and then let's talk about. Okay, maybe before I do that. So I also said don't prolong present pain, right? So don't prolong present pain basically means sometimes you're going through something in the present which is painful, right? You can be going through emotional abuse, you could be going through sexual, you could be going through physical, whichever form of abuse you might be going through. Firstly, it sucks that you're going through that. Um, and I have empathy from that because I've gone through all of them. So this does not come from a place of not having the empathy or the experience. It actually comes in spite of, because of um, having gone through these things and analyzing how I was feeling at the time. My mind has been such a great um, archive of my life because I have all this information and I just can't wait to sift through it and slowly take it out, just like I'm doing right now. So, don't prolong prison pain basically means that some of the things that you're going through in prison are molding you into the person that you need to be for the thing you truly want. We we joke when we say be careful what you wish for, but really be careful what you wish for because you wish to be a strong person, right? You wish to want um, to be able to get things that you want, to be resilient, to whatever it is that you wish for, right? We don't know what form you're going to get that wish from. Firstly, what I've learned about any wish that my mother grants is that firstly, you're gonna be tested. Always, always you're gonna be tested. Everything you ask for will test you first. Shake you up, shake up your spirit, right? Whether it's in terms of rage or in terms of some sort of emotion that you need to dig deep and keep going. Only once you've dug deep and and kept going, which is basically like your initiation, then only do you start to see, oh wow, this is beautiful. Oh wow, this is actual love. Because at first you're going through the pain, you're living in prison pain, and you're like, even if God exists, why would I want to know them? That's what I used to say. That's what I used to say in my head, and I know that she knows that. I used to say that. Even if she exists, why would I want to know that her? Because she has let me go through what I'm going through right now. Without me knowing that I had to go through all of that so that I can be all of what I need to be. And all of what I need to be is understanding the full human suffering and experience. Then teach people how to live life. Then study it and teach it back again. Ah, that's what I get to do for the rest of my life. What do you get to do? If you don't know it and you're not excited about it, you're not living. You're just existing, surviving. And it's enough of that. Enough of that. Oh, wow, enough of that. Anyways, so I'm gonna go make some food and then do another video because this is what I get to do for the day. And I can just enjoy that. Enjoy spending time with myself, spending time with my head. I wish I could bottle up all the happiness I have inside of me right now because it's insane how much darkness I went through. And coming up, coming out of it on the other side as a fully formed human being, as someone who has so much wisdom now, is the greatest gift. How could you ever say that, right? How could you ever say that having gone through the abuse that you went through, that is the greatest gift? No, that's not what I said. What I said was, what I'm seeing and experiencing on the other side is the greatest gift. Unfortunately, suffering is a side effect of living. But the moment you stop living, that's the moment you live in suffering. And nobody wants to live in suffering. How about you go through suffering so that you can live in happiness, live in peace, live in content? Because that's what it really is. It's not happiness, it's just being content with everything. Just content with a yes, content with a no, content with a maybe. They all mean the same because you're content with the self. You know what the self is about. You don't measure your worth based on who says what, or what gadgets you hold, or what jewelry you can buy, or what big house or big car. As soon as you let go of everything, just like that book, something monk, the monk that sold their Ferrari, something like that, some book like that. They are trying to teach that exact thing. That, and even the Think Like a Monk book, it's trying to teach you the same thing of, if you let go of everything, everything you hold dear, from your phone to your car to your everything. I had to let go of everything. Leave my apartment unlocked, leave my car unlocked, you know, um, let people into my house, coming in and out of my house. Oh, that's another story for another day. Been trying to get through to that story. Maybe that's what I need to talk about today. The day people just came trampling in and out of my house, telling me how to live my life. Maybe that is exactly what I need to add to this. Okay, let me talk about it actually. So it's the third, it's the second of Jan, right? 2025. 1st of Jan is when I rose, when I rose, when I rose, right? So she is risen. I can't remember what you guys say, but she is risen, or she rose on the 1st of January 2025. So that was a very loud day for my neighbors, because I was excreting everything from the previous life. So my hair was shedding, um, my throat, I was coughing like no one's business, where my voice was projecting for miles away, right? So this is the first. I make it rain. I'm just really just gonna skip through the timeline. Like, if it sounds crazy, it's fine. It should sound crazy. It does sound crazy. This is what movies are all about. You know, all the superhero movies are actually just angels communicating with each other. So, welcome to my page. It's wild. I'm not going to ease you into this. It's just crazy, but we'll just skip through the crazy, okay? So, make it rain. 1st of Jan, 2nd of Jan, first thing in the morning, loud, still excreting stuff. Because it's literally like being a newborn. And a newborn, the reason why a newborn cries is because it's painful. You can feel, we just don't have, we can't articulate it. But I can feel that that is exactly what it's like, because it's like you're growing into your bones, like you're feeling into your bones. It's like you're breaking into the skin. Um, and everything feels super sensitive, everything is just super. But instead of me screeching like a child, I'm leaning into it, leaning into whatever it is that needs to be excreted. So if it's my hair, I was finger detangling it and letting it fall out. If it was my throat and having to clear my throat, then I was outside coughing it up. Yo, that cough, that coughing was painful, not gonna lie. The phlegm that was happening here, what that was probably the asthma coming out. I can tell you now that I don't have asthma anymore. Like, with all that coughing and all that clearing, trust me, it's gone. um so yeah, I had to grow into my body and, like, really painfully come home, right? So early hours of the second, third of Jan, that's when, you know things start to get weird. And I guess people were coming to my door to tell me stuff, right? First couple came to come tell me that my windows aren't closed in the car, and I'm like, no, my windows are closed, unclosed. Oh, I said, oh, my windows aren't closed, that's fine, like, don't worry about me, I'm good. you know so I don't know, between them coming and, you know, they weren't listening to what I was saying. So I was trying to give them what they were here for, which was advice, or, whatever came to me as the vessel, because at that point I was having initiation with my mother. So she was the one that was basically speaking for me, because even in the afternoon, so in the afternoon, there was even a story where the security guard was coming up, and he was asking if he can come up, and I could hear him from where he was, and I could project my voice so that he could hear me. So we were basically having a conversation. I'm 3 floors up, mind you. So he asked to come up, and he comes up, and while he was really just trying to speak to me, I don't even know what he was trying to say. Whatever it is that he was trying to say, never came across, because some other guy came to interrupt. And I was asking the security guy, whatever this man needs to say, can he do it? Can he do it down? Can he go downstairs? Because there's something about him that's making me uncomfortable. Because he was very pushy about wanting to take attention from someone who came to talk to me, and he doesn't live here, so, as in, like, doesn't live in my apartment. So what business does he have having to interrupt this conversation? So he's not listening to me, and then I let my mom channel me, and there I was on fours, on all fours, like a weird person, busy saying he needs to get the fuck away from me. That was some crazy shit. Can't believe I forgot about talking about that story. Like, literally, there I was on all fours, bro. My mom will make you humble. That's what humbling is. So that happens. I end up not even hearing what the security has to say because now he's also freaked out. So yeah. Anyways, they go downstairs and I don't really care because I wanted them out of my space. So that's all I know. And the thing is, I'm good with knowing what I need to know. And I feel like that's what people are not understanding about life. Just don't focus on having to understand everything. Just focus on knowing what you need to know. What do you need to know? Who you are? What's your purpose? That's it. The more you focus on that, the more you'll find those answers to those questions. Anyways, so this couple not listening to me. I'm trying to tell them what they're here for, right? That no, you're not here for me. You're here for yourself because you're here to actually get my word. You're supposed to listen to me. There's more people that come, not just them, because, like I said, I was being very loud. I was living my life, making it rain, you know, pumping Beyonce because she's been like the background of music to my whole life. So I was being loud, yeah, sure. And I told the securities, oh, and the securities were coming up shame to tell me that I'm being loud, I'm getting noise complaints. And I'm like, that's fine. Like if they want to fine me, give me the fine. Run up the check. It's cool. And I told that I was literally telling them, listen, they need to understand that if they want quiet, they can go and get a standalone house. Just the same as they saying that I need to understand that I'm living with people. Yes, 100%. But out of the 3 years that I've lived here, this is the one day that I've been loud. Well, it was more than one day, but you get what I'm saying. Like, clearly, you don't know what I have been going through in order for me to need to be loud and need to go, like, need to let through my trauma go. Like, I literally let it go through my body, but I had to, like, basically learn how to be in this body kind of thing. That's what it felt like. Breaking bones into my body. Just like a werewolf, actually. Hmm. They were onto something there with the werewolves. Yeah, that's the best way to describe it. It was like a full moon. And it actually was. It actually was. And I changed like a fucking werewolf. That is the best myth in the. Oh my gosh, angels are talking to each other, guys. Yeah. So that's what it was basically. Um, so, and in like look, breaking into my body, I was breaking into seeing how far my voice can go. I was breaking into seeing, you know, basically taking everything out. My body was healing itself. Yeah, it was an experience. So, anyways, these people come, and the people who were initially here, were invited in. And then at some point, they were not listening to me. So at some point, I was like, okay, I'm just going to sit down, close my eyes, and just have a time with my mom. Because, you know, she's in my head now at this point. And I know we know each other. I know who she is. I remember who I am. So we're having a time while these humans are like worried about me. We're busy like chuckling. So I'm there. I think I do the baby pose from yoga. And guys, I was flying. That's what that's what an angel flying looks like. It looks weird to them, but it was so accurate for me because I was flying and I was like, you're coming here to my house and telling me how to live my life when, and this is so funny because this is what we were literally talking about. My mother and I were talking about this earlier in the day. And remember, when I say my mother, I mean God, but I just don't call her God. Okay. Um, so the mother that birthed me, she I will also be talking about her, but at this point in time I'm talking about my mother, your grandmother, God, as you guys say. So I where was I again? No, I lost my train of thoughts. Yeah, so funny enough, we were actually talking about this earlier in the day. This is now I can't remember what we were talking about, but it was the we were watching Beyonce's special, the Christmas special, and the whole My House. And I'm like, who they came to see? Me. That song was for me because this is my house, right? And she wanted me to basically put on a play. Like she wanted me to experience what Beyonce is experiencing, and she also wanted me to experience what it was like to truly fly as an angel. So these people, Shane, they here confused that about why they're here, right? Same as in real life. You guys are here confused about why you're really here, right? Here I am trying to tell them why they're here, but instead of listening to what I'm saying, which is what God has been trying to tell you, she's trying to tell you with science, trying to tell you with love that, hey, sweetie, you're not here for that. This is what you're actually here for. And in true human fashion, they tried so hard to tell me why they're here that they were not listening to me. And then I started to get bored, as any angel would, any God would. So there I am, bored. So I lay on the floor and I start flying. There I am with my mom. We're talking, chuckling. I'm like, these people are coming here to my house to tell me how to live my life. They want me to turn the TV down, saying that I can't hear them, but I can. I can hear all things because I'm an angel, and they are here to see me because this is my house. That is just a snippet. I know there's so much more. I can't wait to see the clips at some point because I know that at some point those clips will regenerate and they'll come back because I know that people were taking videos of me throughout the day. So can't wait to see those. Um, Again, sorry to my neighbors, but not sorry, but not sorry really, because fuck you guys for coming here, getting people going through my stuff, dude. I don't know how they figured out that my license was in my car, but that's how deep that they were going through my stuff. And I was flying for hours. It didn't feel that way because obviously I'm in God. I'm a God, right? So I don't know how to tell time in a human way because I'm still even learning like the whole day night thing. Like that's still coming. So there's sometimes I skip a day of sleep by mistake. Um, so yeah, I'm really trying to learn how to human properly, especially after coming out of the hospital. I think the hospital was good. Like I needed to go back because I needed firstly to give positive feedback to the people who are there to say, listen, like if you keep working, you guys are here and you're here, you're working. If you keep working, you can become like I am. So I had to show them, I had to be the lighthouse and the beacon that they needed. And I also needed to tell the nurses that, keep going. What you're doing, it makes a difference. So I knew why I was there. Everyone else doesn't know why I'm there. My cousins think I'm crazy. My uncle thinks I'm crazy. They're like, oh my gosh, I must be going crazy, right? And it's all with love. I get it. I'd also would be, confused. How are you meant to respond when an angel is flying and you've never seen it before? It looks crazy, obviously. So I don't fault anyone for the decisions that were made. Anyways, so neighbors are here. I'm flying. At some point, the police are here, rifle, gun, and everything in my house. I never called them, but there's a rifle. I wasn't aggressive with anyone, so I'm like, why do we have a rifle gun? It's weird. But I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared of anything because I knew what was going to happen. I knew that this was just all for me. Like, literally, all those people came where? To my house to see me. And then there's the nice lady who was, went through my fridge and thought I was hungry and started feeding me yogurt. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Because my eyes are closed. There's another lady who came with holy water. I'm like, oh, how did you know? I needed some water. Thank you. That's how my mother works. If you trust her fully, if you trust her with everything you have, not a single thing of mine was lost. Not a single thing of mine was taken. No laptop, no phone, no nothing. That there were people here for hours, going in and out, going in and out of my house, in and out of my car. Nothing was taken. Why? Because I knew that I was safe. How do you know that? Because I had to get in touch with my ancestors, had to let them in. How do you let them in when the door's locked? How do you trust them if your door's locked? It's not to say every day now you must not lock your car. No, 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 no. Everything must be in order. Please order your house. Just the same as when you first go to primary school, then you go to high school, then you go to varsity. That is varsity level stuff, right? You don't start there. Please don't ever start there. That is the last bit before you transform, right? But the main thing is first knowing who you are and what your purpose is. Getting in touch with the ancestors is a bonus at the end once you know all of that. Because that's exactly what happened with me. Because as soon as I knew who I was and what my purpose is, that's when I could fully get in touch with the ancestors, fully hear them, fully hear my mother, fully hear everything that I am and the capabilities that I have here. Oh, so anyways, like I said, let me reintroduce myself. My name is Five. I almost said nine again. My name is Five, also known as Judgment, in terms of my centennial number and name. So I am here to judge you. You are not here to judge me. You can try, but I don't care. So good luck with that. And my name here on earth, Gu Ayanda Lindelwa Zona Zonke Izintombi Zakwatabizolo Msimang. Right? So that's my name. Um, but you can call me Lindelwa for short, you know. you know, for short. Um, or yeah, either that or you can call me Five, or yeah, I'll respond to either of those two, I think. Lindelwa or Five. Happy with those. Judgment, that's just my mission here. Sure, you can call me that because your namesake is your mission. Your namesake is your mission. Start there. What is your namesake? What does it mean? And now I'm talking to my African kids, obviously, because fill in the blank. Y'all get it though. I didn't say anything. I didn't. I didn't. And that's my cue to go. Ngiyivala nje kanjalo.